Hello guys, it's Sun Gaming, and today I'm reacting to Cheerleader Uses a Nerd for Grades by Dhar Mann Studios. Anyways, let's begin.
Looking ugly, ladies. Ugly. 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 You're not putting in the work, are you? You might have to start doing double sessions. I don't want to, but this is the biggest cheer competition we have ever been to.
Okay, at this point I'm getting deja vu. Like, I have to ask, if you guys have been watching Dhar Mann's videos recently, let's say for the past 2 weeks or 3 weeks, haven't we seen this whole thing before? Wait, let me get a better frame.
Our entire
Okay, that's a little better because when it comes to these in-between frames, they look really bad. Anyways, so, like, guys, genuinely tell me, if you've watched Dhar Mann's recent videos, like, let's say from 2 weeks, 3 weeks, stuff like that, haven't we seen this before? Like, haven't we seen this before? The cheerleaders doing a performance, but then their leader calls their performance bad, and stuff like that. Like, haven't we seen this before? I feel like we've seen this before, and, like, especially recently. I don't mind if it's been done before. I mind if it's been done recently, you know what I mean? So, like, I'm starting to get deja vu here. Anyways, let's continue.
lives. We have to get this win. We have to. Come on. Take it from the top.
Kind of admirable, don't you think?
Admirable? No. I don't think I'd refer to anything happening in that general direction as admirable.
I would.
Oh, you would. I don't get what you.
He has a crush on her. He has a crush on her. Like, as soon as I heard their disagreement, I immediately knew he has a crush on her. Well, anyways, let's continue.
Find so fascinating about those cheerleaders.
You think I'm superficial? I'm not.
No, you are. Don't lie. You are superficial.
You make it sound like it's just because it's cheerleaders
That's
that
because it is cheerleaders. I've known you your whole life. You light up like a Christmas tree when they're around.
shut up.
When we were 5, the Cowboys were in town, and my dad took us both to a football game. I don't think Ben saw a single down. He was watching the Dallas Cowgirl cheerleaders the whole time.
It's just because I was admiring their dedication
Dedication to what? Their hair?
to cheer, their craft.
Their craft.
I don't know. You know what? I think you two are being superficial right now. They're working very.
So you're just into cheerleaders, huh? So you're just into cheerleaders? Okay. Anyways, let's continue. Wait a second. Before we continue, cheerleader uses a nerd for grades. I feel like I can guess where this is going. You know what? Before we continue, I might as well make a prediction. Let me guess. That leader that keeps calling the other cheerleaders ugly, will find out that he's into cheerleaders and will use him for grades. That's my prediction. Let's see if it's true.
Very hard. This competition is very important to a man like me, who is really pulling for our school's cheerleading team.
Amanda.
It's admiration.
Admiration for Amanda.
This isn't junior high, ladies. Oh, we won the junior high championship? Do you know what junior means? Second. Junior high championships mean nothing. This is the senior championship. This is what matters. This is what we have been practicing for our entire lives. This is what we were born for. This is what we live for. And this is what we will die for. Do you understand me?
Okay, there's a fine line between insulting your cheerleaders and giving them an encouraging speech. Like, there's a fine line here. Because I feel like she's doing a little bit of both. She's insulting them while trying to give them, I guess, an encouraging speech at the same time. Anyways, let's continue.
Do you understand?
She seems very sweet.
She's just a little on edge. I heard that she just broke up with Dan.
I thought you liked Dan after you tutored him last year. You said he was more than just a meathead. Aren't you a little sad for him?
I mean, well, I was, but
Yeah, it's very clear what you want. It's very, very clear. I don't think I even need to say anything. It's pretty much it's very much visible. Like, anyone can tell. Only the stupidest people who can't read signs won't understand what he's talking about here. So you know what? I'm not gonna talk because let's be honest, everything is super obvious.
Then you heard this voice inside your head.
I'm going to ask out a cheerleader.
Okay, maybe I did. All right. My inner voice does not sound like that, though. I was actually thinking maybe this could be my chance.
You know what I was thinking? Dan, like Amanda, is one of the most popular, well-liked guys in the school. He's star linebacker on the football team, which at this particular educational facility means significantly more than having a perfect SAT score. Besides, homie looks just like Chris Hemsworth,
Oh my gosh, she totally does.
right? Like, handsome. I wouldn't stay broken up with him very long, and I don't date guys.
What's your point?
Aside from the mention of the SAT score, none of those qualities pertain to you.
But whatever, that's fine. I'm a BB.
With Amanda?
You don't know until you try.
No, sometimes you just know.
Amanda, look at this. That's our exact routine.
Do you think they stole it?
This video was posted over a year ago. You came up with our routine last week. So the question is, did you steal it?
Okay. Look, I've been under a lot of pressure lately, and I just haven't been feeling as creative this year.
Amanda.
The girls who
Okay, let's be honest, it would have been extremely difficult for her anyway because there's something that people need to understand. Like, there's a fine line where if something exists for like many years, many decades, many centuries, at some point it will be extremely difficult to be creative. Like, tell me, how many stories have you seen, like, in this day and age that don't use like elements that haven't been used in past stories? I don't know why I stuttered. Okay, but genuinely, stories have existed for centuries, so long that I would be genuinely surprised if a story existed while fully using creative elements that haven't been used in another. Like, genuinely. And I feel like cheerleading is one of those cases where even if she were to come up with something creative, she would find out eventually that someone else did it. Like, I don't know how long cheerleading existed for. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like 100 or maybe 200 years. You know what, maybe 100 years, considering the fact that women basically were just housewives back then. But like, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if cheerleading has existed for so long. I mean, of course, not as long as stories, but still, so long that it would be extremely difficult for someone to come up with a creative one today. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's continue.
posted that live in a small town far away. How would they ever find out?
Does this small town that's far away not have internet?
It'll be fine. I'm the captain, remember? I call the shots.
Okay, I'm not a cheerleader, but I have a question. Like, should cheerleaders every single time have like something new and creative? Because let's be honest, it's almost fully impossible at this point. Like, again, in general, once something exists for a certain amount of time, now of course that amount of time can depending on what the material is. But once it exists for long enough, it'll be extremely difficult to impossible to come up with something totally new that doesn't use elements of something else. Games are like this, books are like this, movies are like this. Like, genuinely, it's nowadays extremely rare to impossible to find a movie or a show or a game or a cheerleading routine or whatever that doesn't use elements from like past, from that other that why do I keep stuttering? That other books or movies or whatever already did. Like, maybe cheerleading is different. After all, I'm not a cheerleader and I was never interested in cheerleading, but still, like if you're into cheerleading, please tell me, like, is it hard to be creative with something like this? Because yeah, I don't think cheerleading existed for long enough for the other examples to apply to it as well. Okay, you know what? Might as well forget because I keep contradicting myself.
No, Amanda! Ah!
You know, if you really loved her, you'd still be chasing after her.
We'll never catch her. Remember?
I'm sorry. What? Do you expect him to chase after a car? Like, if she was running away, maybe, but why would he chase after a car? Like, okay, I'm being genuine here. Like, I would have understood if she was just running, but why would you tell her that if he really loved her, he would be chasing after her? You telling me he would be chasing after a car? And also, my guy, that's called stalking. Like, at this point, you're dumb.
I'm the one with a high SAT score and low tolerance for physical activity. I'm like Dan.
You know, speaking of high SAT scores, it's not going to mean very much if you wind up failing chem.
I'm not gonna fail chem.
I haven't seen you studying once for that test next week.
Wait, there's a test next week? Okay, yeah, I'm totally gonna fail chemistry.
You'll be fine, but we got to get cooking, which means stop thinking about Amanda for now.
I'm sorry. What do you mean you'll fail chemistry? But like the exam is next week. He didn't say next day or like tomorrow. He didn't say that. Why are you saying that you're gonna fail this? Like honestly, what he just said. If I had heard it out of context, I would have been like, oh wait, did he hear that the test is tomorrow or something? Because if it was like that, then I would understand. But if it's next week, now of course I don't know what day it is, but still, like even if it was Friday, you have the whole weekend. Like it's not like you don't have that much time to study. My guy, just study and you'll be fine. Anyway, let's continue.
I don't know how to stop thinking about her.
You've never been an amazing student, but now your grades are really slipping.
I've just been super focused on cheer.
Obviously, because you're not super focused on your schoolwork. But what you need to understand is your ability to continue to lead the cheer team is now in jeopardy because it's contingent upon that you maintain at least a 2.5 GPA, which you're now under. So, in order to keep cheering after today, you need to improve your grades. Oh, and there's only 1 month left.
What are you saying?
I can't be off the cheer team. That's my entire identity. That's who I am. That's what I was born for. That's what I live for.
Please, calm down. Get it. But you need to get your grades up. Look, you don't have to go at this all alone. Maybe there's someone you can ask that can help you study.
I have no idea what I'm gonna do. There's no way I can get a 2.5. I don't even know how they get the 2.5.
It's just an average of all your grades.
You might as well be speaking some alien language.
Okay, like at this point, cheerleaders being dumb is basically a stereotype or a cliche at this point. Like, genuinely, you're telling me you're in high school. I think this is high school, so you're telling me you're in high school, and yet you don't know what a GPA is? Are you seriously joking with me right now? Are you seriously kidding me? Okay. Okay. But like, why is she saying I don't know how to get a 2.5? Like you're talking as if the 2.5 is a 4.0 GPA or something. Like 2.5 is easy. Just literally improve on your grades. That's it. It's not like you're achieving a 4.0, which is really hard. No, a 2.5 is really easy. Anyway, let's continue.
I don't get school. I get cheer. And from what my counselor says, if I don't get basically all A's from here on out, I'm not going to be allowed to cheer.
What are you gonna do?
With my life, if I can't cheer, I don't know, cry alone in my room all day.
No, I mean, if you can't get your grades up, I'd help you if I'd actually understand any of this stuff.
All right, today's the day. I'm gonna ask Amanda to go out with me.
I think you're nuts. But if you're really going to go through with this, wait till I get some popcorn.
You know what? I'm serious.
I am too. There's like a 0% chance she'll say yes, and like a 90% chance she's already back with her meathead boyfriend Dan, who's likely to bully you and humiliate you.
You know, I'm actually a little touched.
Okay, I have a simple question. How the hell is she not hearing you? Like, okay, I feel like there's like, what, 10 feet of a difference? Like, something like that, but the distance between the two. So, like, he's speaking in a pretty normal voice, I must say. So, does she not hear them? Or maybe I don't understand distance and she shouldn't hear him at this distance, like I know. Anyways, let's continue.
You put so much thought into the potential outcomes of this situation.
One of us has to.
I just don't want to see you get hurt, Ben.
What? Oh, why are you both so sure I'm gonna get hurt?
Because she's superficial? Don't you want someone with a little more substance? Remember when we were watching anime the other night?
This world is rotten, and those who are making it rot deserve to die.
Like Yagami from Death Note. That was great. Top 5 anime for me for sure.
Do you think Amanda could sit through 2 minutes of that series? It'd be way too intellectual for her.
Yeah, but I don't care. I need to take my chance.
Where are you going?
To get my popcorn. You want some?
I mean, there has to be someone that's really smart who can help me.
Amanda.
Okay, I'll give them this. At least they didn't go with the route that I originally thought they would, which if you guys don't know, the route that I thought that they would take is that she would know him somehow. So I'm honestly really glad that she doesn't know him, because it would have been, you could say, an insane coincidence. So, anyways, let's continue.
Hi. The people that do cheering. I mean, I was in the neighborhood. I mean, here. I saw.
What do I even say? I mean, I feel like a lot of us are like this. We're super confident. We kind of know what we want to say in terms of asking out, like, a girl. But then when you actually do it, you're nervous. You're so nervous that you don't even know what to say, even though you completely rehearsed it. Like, I was gonna blame it, but let's be honest, almost all of us are like this. Anyway, let's continue.
Saw you from over there. I'm sorry. I'm a little nervous, Amanda. I'm Ben.
Wait, Ben? I feel like I've seen you around before.
Yeah, I go to school here. We have classes together.
Wow, a little obvious that you go to school. Like, okay, I understand the whole classes thing, but like, how the hell is going to school like a thing you need to say? Of course, if you weren't going to school together, you would be talking to her here right now. Let's continue.
Oh, that's it.
I was wondering if you want to maybe out sometime.
Oh, that is too good.
What'd I miss?
Ben making a complete fool of himself?
You're asking me out?
Yeah, I know I'm doing a terrible job. I'm great with school, but not so good at asking girls out. I hope you
Ben?
get me.
Girls like me would never. Wait. Did you say you're great at school?
I mean, I'd like to think so. I'm a straight A student.
How's Friday night?
What?
Do you want to get together Friday night?
Yeah. Sure. That'd be great.
Okay, I wasn't ready for Dan to drop the food. Like, it's very clear that that person is dead, but like, I wasn't ready for him to drop the food. I wasn't ready for that. Anyway, let's continue.
Ben. Will he be okay with this?
Dan? We're not together anymore. Besides, he's harmless.
He doesn't seem so harmless. I'm gonna go back to my seat now, but I'll see you Friday.
See you Friday.
I totally don't understand what just happened. Did we just fall into some alternate portal or something?
I'm gonna wrap that little nerd around my finger, and he's gonna get my grades up.
It's almost 7. Shouldn't you be getting ready for the date?
Ready? I'm ready enough.
And my prediction already came true. Anyway, I feel like I don't need to predict anything, so yeah, let's continue.
I'm pretty sure even if this sweatshirt had stains and holes all over it, I'd still be the best dressed date this nerd's ever had. Here, look at this. We could do this routine.
I don't think copying another school's routine is going to help the fact that we're already copying another school's routine.
We're not copying, we're making it our own.
How so? By spelling our school's name on it instead of theirs, that's literally the only difference. We're flat out stealing is what we're doing.
So what? Look, it's too much work to overthink it. We should just stick with the routine we've already rehearsed.
I don't know. Maybe I should go with a solid.
You're overthinking it. Why are you stressing? It's just a date.
Amanda is like the perfect girlfriend, the total package.
The heck you mean a total package? Like, my guy, the only thing she's good at from what I've seen is looks. That's pretty much it. The heck you mean the total package? Like, my guy, you're genuinely making me want to swear. Anyway, let's continue.
I'm just a little nervous because I don't have a lot of experience with girls.
We hang out every day.
But you're not like a girl. You know what I mean. You're my best friend. We can talk about anything. Anime, schoolwork, silly YouTube videos. With Amanda, it's totally different. It's like I took a shortcut right to the top of the dating food chain on my very first date, and now I have the perfect girlfriend, a hot cheerleader.
Have you ever heard of the saying, shortcuts never lead to success? It takes a lot of work.
I doubt whoever came up with that was referring to dating.
I'll be honest, I'm kind of with him on this one. Like, yeah, I've heard the whole shortcut stuff lead to success thing. But honestly, I'm with him when it comes to the fact that the guy who said this, or like the person who said this, definitely was not referring to dating. Like they were probably referring to stuff like work and stuff like that. Because guess what? The first time they used this, because guess what? They used that live lesson before. The first time they used it was about work. Like, yeah, don't take shortcuts and stuff like that. It won't work. But like when it comes to dating, I don't think they refer to that at all. Plus, what the heck do you mean shortcuts to dating? Like, where's the shortcut exactly? I don't get it. Where's the shortcut? Like, shortcut to what? Marriage? Anyway, let's continue.
Doesn't mean it doesn't apply.
I'm gonna go with the solid red. Makes me stand out, and red is the color of love.
No.
Anything interesting on there?
I'm just looking at cheer routines.
Oh, what?
Look, Amanda, at the very least, do a cheering routine that isn't done by a school nearby, because, like, at the very least, if you're stealing, don't make it obvious. And of course, there's a difference between copying and being inspired. There's a big difference. Like, if she, for example, took some elements from those routines and added elements herself, then yeah, that would be inspiration. But because of the fact that she's straight up copying it, that's stealing. Like, there's a big difference. like you guys know what I mean, of course. Anyway, let's continue.
What else do you like to do besides cheer?
I don't know. Lots of things. Watch movies.
Have you ever seen Death Note?
What's that?
It's an anime.
Anime? I don't have time to watch some lame kids show.
Oh, it's not a lame kid show. It's a psychological thriller that pits two brilliant minds against each other in a high-stakes game of cat and mouse, hitting on themes of morality and justice.
Yeah, no, not really my jam. I like Chris Hemsworth.
Oh yeah, I love the Marvel movies. Thor was awesome.
Not those. I don't really like comic book movies. He did this photo shoot for Vanity Fair. So hot. So you're like super smart, right? I wish I got good.
Okay, yes, it should have been very clear to him right away that she doesn't actually like him, or like she doesn't even want to give him a chance. Because here's the thing: when a woman talks about another man and how hot he is when she's in a date, then you can tell pretty easily that she's not into you at all. Doesn't matter, like she's not even giving you a chance. She just straight up doesn't care. Like it should have been very clear to him from the moment she said that another man was hot. Like, you don't say this in front of your man. Like, yeah, it's okay to say this even if you're married. Okay, sure. But, like, doing this in front of the man you're supposed to be dating, that's a pretty clear sign that she's not into him at all. Anyway, let's continue.
Good grades. I'm just not super smart like you. I don't have anyone to help me.
Well, I could help you.
Super smart? Like, you even fit the definition of smart. Like, when you can't even get a 2.5 GPA, you're not smart at all. Like, why is she acting like a 2.5 GPA is a 4.0? Like, if it were 4.0, I'd understand the comment, but like 2.5? Like, genuinely, just get your grades up a little bit. Is it that hard? It may be hard for some people, but still. Let's continue.
If you'd like.
Really? I would love that. So I could drop off my assignments at your house? Or maybe you could come pick them up?
Drop off your assignments.
So you can do my homework.
Oh no,
Okay, girl, at least make it not obvious that you're using him. Like, straight up giving him your homework. Like, at least use some language like, help me do my homework, for crying out loud. At least hide the fact that you're using him. Like, she's very bad at hiding it. Anyway, let's continue.
if we did it that way, you'd never learn it for yourself, and then you would still fail your exams and your classes.
But I'm not super smart like you.
Amanda,
For the last time. Like, even he gets it. A 2.5 GPA doesn't require you to be super smart for the last freaking time. Anyway, let's continue.
I don't know how super smart I really am. I just study a lot. A friend of mine told me something. She said, there are no shortcuts to success. It takes a lot of hard work.
She?
My friend, Kayla, don't worry, just friend. I'm happy to help you. I'll tutor you, and I know with a little hard work, we can bring.
Okay, but still, that wasn't the original meaning. Like, when they brought it up the first time, it was about dating. But I'll be honest, at the very least, unlike dating, this one actually makes sense. Like, yeah, asking someone to do your homework, not even help you, straight up do it for you, that's straight up a shortcut. Like, like with the dating one, it didn't make sense. Like, what was the shortcut exactly? But with studying, it honestly makes a lot more sense. Her asking him to do her homework for her, that's basically a shortcut. Anyway, let's continue.
Bring your grades up together. Does that work?
I guess. Meet at the library on Monday?
It's a date.
I am genuinely making a shocked face right now. Okay, so anyways, there was a montage. So anyway, when it comes to this, I'm honestly surprised because the montage showed that she actually studied with him. Like, I was almost gonna make a prediction where she isn't gonna study and she's just gonna use him. No, she studies. She improves her grades from a C plus to a B to an A, and it appears she also likes him. Like, my goodness, I wasn't ready for that at all. Like, the entire montage, I was basically making a shocked Pikachu face at this point. Anyways, let's continue.
I'll see you a little later.
Bye, sweetie.
Dude, you're my hero. A nerd like you snagging a fine lady like Amanda? Teach me.
Teach you what?
Teach me to be a nerd who gets smoking hot girls. I gotta run. You're awesome.
Thanks, man.
What is she up to?
Who? Amanda?
Why would she dump a football player who looks like a model to be with you? I mean, no offense, but it was kind of out of nowhere.
Yeah, okay, there's definitely an offense in there. Okay, but like, if they go the route that I think they're going to, then that would be a genuine contradiction. Like, remember, in the montage, of course I skipped it because there was copyrighted music and I wanted to save you guys this time, but, like, basically, the montage showed that she actually studied with him and that she started to actually like him. She even hugged him when she finally got an A. Like, if they contradict that and make her and have her dump him and stuff like that, that would be basically a contradiction. Anyway, let's continue.
Where, don't you think?
Maybe like me, she was admiring me from afar for years.
I'm sorry. No, like, maybe she started to like you, but you're off the mark there. I don't even need to guess.
And I do take offense to that.
Admiring you from afar. I don't think Amanda would ever string those words together like that, let alone do it. I mean, let's face it, you two have nothing in common.
Look, you have a lot of amazing qualities. You're a great guy, Ben. But Amanda didn't even know your name. She has to have some ulterior motive.
But you're both jealous. Because I was able to shoot up the high school pyramid overnight, and you're still stuck at the bottom where I used to be.
Is that so? Well, I don't want to waste your time hanging out with peasants, Farrah.
Wait, that's not what I meant.
You've changed, man. And it's not an improvement.
Bam.
Oh, you've made really terrific progress. But unfortunately, you need all A's to get your average up.
I've been getting A's.
Yes, as I said, great progress. But this B makes it essential you get an A on your upcoming essay. And if you don't have it before the weekend, you can't be on the cheer team.
But our cheer competition is next week.
Then you better get to work.
Hey. Are you okay?
No, I have this essay coming up and I have to get an A on it.
Hey. I believe in you. You're gonna do great.
I was hoping you'd do more than just believe in me. Will you write it for me? My cheer competition's coming up and I really have to practice. I don't have time to write it.
I'll be honest, this may be the one time that I would agree with her, because here's the thing, like, she has a cheerleading competition coming up. Unlike, I'm gonna repeat this because it's kind of an important plot element, but she actually studied with him seriously. And let's be honest, essays are not that important. There's a difference between writing an essay and being able to answer a test. There's a very big difference. Like, this is a one time where I honestly wouldn't would it be against her if she had him write it for her and stuff like that, if you know what I mean. Anyway, let's continue.
I mean, look, I'm happy to help you. I can look at it when you have something, but I can't write it for you. If I wrote it, it'd be cheating.
If I don't get an A, I can't cheer.
I know, Amanda, but what did I say before? Shortcuts never lead to success. Besides, I have an academic scholarship that if I'm caught cheating, I'll lose it.
Ben, if you don't help me with this, you'll lose me. I'll give you until the end of the day to decide.
Sorry, seat's taken.
Why don't you go sit with your girlfriend?
Did you decide
What?
about what we talked about earlier? The essay?
Not yet.
Well, then you can't sit here until you do. Come on, girls. We gotta practice anyways.
Hey, where you going?
Okay. If you're gonna punch me, just make it quick.
Punch you? Why would I want to punch you?
Because I'm dating your ex, Amanda.
Dude, no, I don't want to punch you. I want to thank you. You don't know the story? Amanda was never interested in me as an actual person. I mean, I'm on the football team, so she basically just used me to raise her social profile at school. And then once she rode my popularity all the way to head cheerleader, we barely talked. I mean, that's what I've been trying to talk to you about. Since you helped me pass my history class last year, I thought I'd warn you.
Does that mean Amanda's
Using you, yeah. Just like she did me. If I had to guess, it's probably so she could get her grades up enough to cheer.
You know, as long as I can remember, I wanted Amanda to be my girl. Or at least I thought I did. But now that I think about it, I probably just wanted a girlfriend that looked like Amanda so I could feel better about myself. Sure, she's pretty, but she's also selfish and mean. Feels like she doesn't really care about me.
Again, that's a contradiction. Like, my guy, did you forget something important? Like, remember, in the montage, she not only cared to study with him, but also when she got in, she hugged him. That isn't a person that's just using him. Like, usually I'm with the main character, but this one I honestly don't understand where's the using part. Like, she really needs him. Like, the only part of using is that she doesn't really want to try. But, like, here's the thing. Other than that, she's doing pretty fine. She's studying with him and all of that stuff. So, like, like, if you remove this part, she's not using him at all. Anyway, let's continue.
You want my advice? Instead of trying to figure out what you want your girlfriend to look like, try to figure out what you want your girlfriend to be like. Like, what kind of qualities you want her to have. I mean, take me, for example, right? Everybody just looks at me and they think that I'm this big meathead, right? But, I mean, there's more to me than that. And the girl that I'm with now, she sees that. She actually cares about me. We could talk about almost anything. And we have so much in common, and she's kind of like my best friend.
I don't know.
No, we can pull it off. We should do. There you are. We're running out of time. Please tell me you've made a decision.
I have. I've realized a lot of things recently, and I decided I don't want you to break up with me.
Aw, sweetie, does that mean you're gonna write
Because
my
I want to break up with you.
You want what?
Look, I know you're just using me for your grades. But you don't have to, Amanda. Whether you know it or not, you're smart. Those A's you got were because of you, not me. You can do anything you set your mind to. Even though we're not together anymore, I still believe in you. People are capable of change, and you can change. You just have to remember, there are no shortcuts to success. You have to put in the hard work.
Okay, are you done with your little speech yet? God, I feel like I'm watching one of those TED Talks my mom sends me. Let's get away from this nerd. Come on. Come on.
No, Amanda, he's right. What you're doing in school, you're also doing for cheer. Cheating. Trying to take shortcuts, not doing any of the real work. We're not going to compete in the competition if you don't change up the routine. Something original, not just stolen.
Are you serious? First you got dumped by the nerd, now you're ditching me too?
It doesn't have to be this way. But it's up to you.
And I have to ask you, like, okay, he broke up with you. What are you gonna do now, huh? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about the essay? Remember, you have to get an A. Like, honestly, this is a situation now that he broke up with her. This is a situation where she needs him more than he needs her. Like, and like now it's the type of thing where she needs to realize that if she doesn't get an A, she can't cheer. It's not a situation where he doesn't have any leverage. He basically has leverage. Anyway, let's continue.
How am I gonna get this stupid essay done in time? Let alone get an A.
Chat GPT.
That's it?
I freaking knew it.
I'll just have AI write it. Write me an essay about the New Deal. There.
Hi, honey. Dinner's ready. Are you using ChatGPT to write your essay?
Mom, you don't understand. I have to get an A on this or I'm not going to be able to cheer anymore.
Then you won't be able to cheer. As trite as it may sound, when you cheat, the person you cheat the most is yourself. You wouldn't have gotten an A if you cheat. The computer will. And you wouldn't have learned a thing. I would rather you get a C by working really hard and learning just a little than get an A you didn't earn. You remember when you first tried out for cheer? You practiced and practiced and practiced until you got the routine just right?
That's different.
Not really. You put in the work then to succeed. You can put in the work now. It's how you learn. And if you had cheated with cheer, you would never be on the team.
But I have to write an essay from scratch and I have like 0 time. I mean, I got an extension, but I have to email it to the teacher by Sunday night, and I already have plans this weekend. No, Mom, my teammates are upset at me because I used someone else's routine, and I have to make it up to them.
Honey, if cheer is that important to you, then the
Okay, I'll be honest. The whole cheer thing is on you. Like, didn't we at the start of the video see that she had an entire month? Like, didn't you have an entire month to do this? Like, at least with the essay, I can kind of understand the urgency because it's not like she's had this essay assignment for a while now. Like, she's probably had it for like a couple of days. But cheerleading, the competition when the video started was like a month from then. So you like had a whole month to work and find out a new routine, or at least get inspired by a routine that already exists at the very least, and yet you didn't do it. With cheerleading, I honestly blame it on her because she had a lot of time to think about a new routine. Anyway, let's continue.
only thing you should be working on this weekend is that essay. It's like the saying goes, shortcuts never lead to success. It takes a lot of hard work.
So because this is a certified life lesson, let's think about how it's been used and if I agree with it or disagree with it. So, first of all, when it comes to dating, I honestly disagree because where's the shortcut in dating exactly? Like every time I think about it, it doesn't make sense. Like, where's the shortcut? I can't find it. But honestly, when it comes to cheerleading and studying, it honestly works pretty well. Like, I think the original meaning was for work, but still, it works for studying and cheering. Like, yeah, at least be inspired by a routine. You don't have to exactly repeat it. And when it comes to studying, yeah, especially when it comes to big stuff like a test, you can cheat down and get high grades. Yes, like you would probably get caught, but still, let's say she didn't get caught. Like, yeah, she'll get an A and all of that. But like when you actually go out into the world, will you know what you're doing? Probably not. Anyway, let's continue.
Someone else told me that recently.
You should probably listen to that person. Sounds like they care about you. Now you ready to eat?
Actually, would you mind bringing my dinner up here? I have a lot of work to do.
You know what? I'm gonna play my luck and say this is a montage, so skip. Okay, so yeah, it turned out I was right and it was a montage. So it was a really short montage, so I'll summarize it in kind of a sentence. She works hard, she submits the email. She submits the email with the essay. Done. Simple as that.
I have an announcement to make. Actually, two announcements. The first announcement is I found out that someone used ChatGPT on their essay. Jay,
Hey,
principal's office.
hold on. No. I didn't cheat, man. I never cheat. Come on, teacher.
I did not expect that. My guy, Jay, what are you doing here? Still cheating as always, don't you, Jay? Anyway, let's continue.
You gotta believe me. Bro. Oh, brother, really? Like this?
I'll be honest, I did not expect Jay to appear like that. But still, never learns, does he? Cheated back then and still cheats now. Anyway, let's continue.
And the second announcement is there's a student that got a perfect score on their essay. I must say, I'm equally surprised and impressed that the student is none other than Amanda. Congratulations, Amanda. Your hard work paid off. Now you'll be able to cheer and hopefully you'll learn something about history.
Okay, Amanda, why'd you want to see us? We already told you we're not practicing until you stop copying another team's routine. And we're not changing our minds.
That's okay, because you guys were right. I've been working on a brand new cheer routine for the past few days, and I really think you're gonna love it. If you'll give me a second chance. Really? Okay, come on. 5, 6,
7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Amanda, that routine was amazing. Crowd loved it. Great job. Hopefully it's enough to win.
Yeah. And now our results are in. And the first place.
Okay, she's gonna win, isn't she? Like, she's kind of the main character with Ben, so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if she's, like, gonna be the winner.
Winner is Ketchum High School.
I'm so sorry, girls.
Okay, she didn't win. I'm actually surprised. Like, I felt like she wasn't gonna win, but still, like, you know, with these types of stories, you expect the main character to win, so nice subversion.
Good enough.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's been brought to our attention that apparently Ketchum copied another team's routine, which of course will result in disqualification. So that means the winners are Bookside.
Yeah, I was wrong, huh? Like, you didn't need to debunk me right away. Give me at least a little time. Okay, but anyways, I like the fact that they made it so that the school that was supposed to win actually copied another team's routine, just to show what would have happened if Amanda stayed in what she was doing and copied another team's routine, because she would have been disqualified right away. So I actually like the fact that they had this whole fake out just to show what would have happened if Amanda would have copied, because if she would have copied, that would mean disqualification. Okay, maybe I shouldn't try singing. Anyway, let's continue.
That literally would have been us. See, Amanda? Aren't you glad we didn't cheat?
Well, you know what they say. Shortcuts never lead to success. You have to put in the work.
Hi.
I figured you'd be at the cheer competition.
I was, but then I left.
You didn't want to celebrate Amanda's win?
No. We broke up.
Oh, sorry. Well, if you're looking for a shoulder to cry on, you should probably go somewhere else.
The only thing I want to cry about is how stupid I've been lately.
Keep talking. Sounds like you're on the right track.
You were right. I wasn't thinking clearly when I was with Amanda. She's pretty but superficial. And I was being superficial. I don't want to be like that anymore.
What do you want to be?
For starters, I'm with you. You are all the things that Amanda isn't, and to me that kind of makes you everything. So I was wondering if you'd like to go out sometime. See a movie.
Ew. I mean, it's kind of cute, but also kind of disgusting. Whoa.
Okay, I'll be honest, that end was unexpected. Like, I'm being genuine here. Like, what a coincidence that she likes him. I'm playing the card, I don't care. What a coincidence, because here's the thing. There wasn't any hint that she likes him. The only time was that maybe she's a friend, but that's pretty much it. Like, I'm being genuine here. Like, what a coincidence that she likes him. And second of all, my guy. Just because the other guy, I don't remember what his name was. I think his name was Dan. Like, just because Dan described his girlfriend as being similar to, like, you know, your friend, doesn't mean that you like her. Like, come on. Your friend can just stay a friend. Okay, anyways, so about the video, it was honestly a really good video. It had a really great message. I'm glad that Amanda actually changed and didn't stay like a straight up villain. And I'll be honest, the whole use as a nerd for grades thing honestly is a lie. Because here's the thing. If it was it's gonna use or is trying to use, then maybe it would have been right. But uses, no, because she never actually got to. Because in the first montage where she actually studied with him. She never used him. She studied with him. She worked hard and got it and went from a C plus to a B to an A. Like, that title is pretty much clickbait because it says uses, which means that it happened. No, she didn't. Like, she tried to use it, but she didn't. But she wasn't able to. So this means that this title is clickbait, sadly. But anyways, the story is honestly good. I like the life message. Like, it doesn't work well in terms of dating because I don't know where the shortcut is exactly. But when it comes to work, studying, etc., or yes, even cheering, yes, no shortcuts will lead you to success. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and before I leave, tell me if this mic sounds good, because this is actually my first video with it. In my early videos, I was using a laptop mic, so tell me if this mic sounds good. And anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. On the left is my most recent video, on the right is a video YouTube recommends, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.